brought back a classic, Omlet Arcade. Let's see if this one works. Hopefully this time things will be different. I used to stream a lot on Omlet Arcade before. Have this be a test, if you will, because I do need to eat lunch in a few minutes. Well, to be honest, I kind of like using Omlet Arcade. Since I played Minion Rush on it before, it's great to come back to something that I started with in the past. even though D Recorder was first, but StreamYard no longer exists, so I don't know what happened to that. And, okay, let's see. So a little bit scared. I thought I was gonna lose, but I beat Agron with Muck, so having Dark Pulse on there really saved me in that battle. Because if I had Gunk Shot, I would have not beat it. It's good to have Dark type coverage, so that we don't have just a Poison type move. I'll have this be the last battle until I end it. This thing's got Night Slash. Yep. Gotta switch to Surf Edge. I think I might lose this one. Yep, I'm gonna lose. Empoleon is hard to take down if you don't have like a fighting or ground type. Or electric type. Ah, you protect. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna lose. I mean, is Drillback really gonna do anything to me? Oh! Whoa! Wow, Garatina! What? Oh my god! We won! We beat a fairy type on the dragon! The greatest comeback in history. 1,835? Cannot deny. It's not the same. Well, at least I ended up with a working app. I know, Unreal, you posted a video. I'll watch it later. It's United Kingdom edits a regular show. I'll watch it later! I'll have to do Adobe Fresco. Looking at that fish and berries thing when I was proofreading episode 56 of Regular Life, that was finished. I uploaded that yesterday. The stream originally was going to be me talking about childhood and stuff. That's why you see a lot of childhood icons right there. And one in particular that I didn't know about, and I don't know why it exists, and who even came up with the idea. What am I gonna do? I'll do blue! I mean, what can I say about Blue? She was my favorite Nick Jr. show back in the day. And even if the reboot isn't as good as the original, they kept things from the original that made it very unique. What's with the layout? Do you remember Omlet Arcade, dude? This is before when I used to, use this. I don't know, but I'm digging the layout. It's actually pretty good. I gotta go try to draw the dog. Paladin was a huge inspiration for Blue from Blue's Clues. Even though he's a Dalmatian and he's pretty much, Why is he Dalmatian? Because Dalmatians are cute, and I used to have a Disney Visa that had Dalmatians on it. Patch is my favorite, along with Oddball from 102 Dalmatians. I don't know what species Blue is. I think she's the Wikipedia doesn't give me a species that she is. I think she's like a bulldog? No, that's green. I don't know. I can't do a whole lot because I am gonna have to eat lunch soon after. This is kind of why I don't like Omelet Arcade. Look, it's the only thing that's working right now. No glitchiness, no, none of that stuff. It's working. The reason why I'm doing blue is because I want to end this, and oh god, it doesn't look good. Maybe maybe I shouldn't have chose to do blue. Isn't this where we first met on YouTube? On Omelet Arcade? That was when I was playing Minion Rush. I don't know if it's maybe a good memory or a bad memory. Going back with Nick Jr., I miss the good old days of Nick Jr. Sure, the shows aren't overall bad. I just miss the old ones. Whatever happened to Blue's Clues or Max and Ruby or Yo Gabba Gabba? What happened to those good Nick Jr. shows like Backyardigans? I mean, we got stuff like Bubble Guppies and Blaze and the Monster Machines. It's all modern stuff. Wouldn't it be cool if we had classic Blue's Clues and the reboot of Blue's Clues? That way there could be some variety. I keep hearing rumors that Blue is now used as a mascot for a different company that's for dog treats or something. But I'm sorry, that's not Blue. They just try to copy her design, make it a blue dog. The difference with Paladin, he's got spots all over his body. He's even got pink in his ears. So he's not 100% like Blue, and plus he's male. No one has the tracker. I did give him like maybe 1 or 2 lines of dialogue in episode 56. Jeremy was barely in the episode. We only see him in the beginning and we see him in the at the very end. It was giving me like that regular show episode survival skills. It was giving me those kind of vibes. Was that like your intent to like make it like what's episode 56? Bear Wars Lost Part 1. That's episode 56. Since I got Jeremy's rescue adventure done on my birthday. As to say that Resmes was the name of the wolf character, I didn't go for Cybot. Oh yeah. Also, when you said that you saw that dead possum, I think, on the road, when you were like, because Grayson was like in the episode, I'm like, you said this to me when I was in my animation class, dude. The ball bounce will include Cyndaquil. I did draw Cyndaquil coming out of the Pokeball, and we're gonna change it, put it into animation on Monday. But you're not the target audience. Blue's Clues is targeted for preschoolers and kindergartners. I know the demographic age for Blue's Clues. And even if I'm not the demographic age, Look, I grew up with Blue's Clues, okay? I love Blue's Clues. It's actually one of my favorite Nick Jr. shows. There's nothing wrong with liking it, right? Oh man, did it like... Okay. Look, what I'm trying to say is, I get the demographic age, but children of today don't even know what they're missing out on.
Ready?
What, Dad?
Are you getting ready?
Hold on, Dad,
Get ready.
Okay.
We're gonna leave 12:15.
12:15? Oh.
So when we get there, it's like 12:30.
Dad, I'm live streaming right now.
Oh, man.
See what I meant? That I had to, like... I thought I was gonna finish this dog. Again, I'm not the demographic age for Blue's Clues, but I grew up watching Blue's Clues while the Steve and Joe era. I was fine with Joe. I was fine with Blue's Room. I was fine with all that stuff, because at least Blue's Room was original, and it was like the stop-motion puppets or stuff. I mean, the people in costumes, but I liked it. It was fine. I don't have any problems with the reboot either. Unlike the Teletubbies reboot, at least the Blue's Clues reboot added things in, but also kept things the same. Because even if it was set in a modern society, it never truly changed in terms of what it was. How do you still watch Teletubbies? For the nostalgic charm. I used to own the VHS of Teletubbies Funny Day. I prefer that over Dance with the Teletubbies because that one was a lot more hilarious. Blue's Clues and You has cameos of the previous hosts. Exactly. That leads to originality and great callbacks. They never forgot. Blue's not turning out the best. But I have to, like, finish this. The characters are so creepy. Those characters are just people in costumes. And Ann Wood had a great envision of what the series was for preschoolers. It was very creative. It was black and white Teletubbies. Really? Teletubbies was originally from Britain by the BBC. The one I grew up with, the narrator was a guy, but in Britain it's a female. I think it's Ann Wood that's the narrator, because she was also the narrator for Brum, I think, because some of the British shows from Ragdoll had the female narrator. Blue would have turned out better had Dad not reminded me of somewhere we had to go. But hey, at least I tried. And speaking of which, whatever happened to Ragdoll? You can't spell blue without you. Yeah. Honestly, it teaches nothing. It's the same stimulant from Booba. That's not exactly true. Hang on a second. Allow me to explain, as clear as Pokemon Crystal. Booba was created to be fitness for children to move around and stuff. Even the story people acted like interactive and stuff, which makes it otherworldly and unlike anything Ragdoll's created before. Though not many people liked the reception of it, they kept calling it a ripoff. It's the same company! And also, why did Ragdoll change their logo? Look at this. They went from a complete awesome looking Ragdoll to a face with squiggles on it with the Ragdoll logo. There is nothing you could really say to salvage the company. I mean, they changed their logo in a later season of Teletubbies, which later on began showing, like, a lot of that stuff. You need to be demoted. What do you mean? Dang. Who are you saying that to? Are you talking to Ragdoll, or are you talking to... Ragdoll, like, made stop motion, like, I think puppets and stuff. Like, they had puppets and they had people in costumes. Literally never heard of Ragdoll. Ragdoll was a company, I think, in United Kingdom where they made British shows for kids. That includes Brum and Booba and, of course, Teletubbies. But they also made this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what they are. It's creeping me out. It's made by DHX Media as well as CBBS. I'm talking to the Guttrez guy. Yeah, Guttrez, you need to be careful with the way you talk. He just swore you don't like swearing. Leave it. It's a free country. Only do that when you're, like, talking about stuff. Like, if you're, like, ranting, it's fine. Just don't do it out of the blue, because that's when it kind of gets into it. Look, I don't get why Ragdoll decided to change their logo. All they did is just... It's like they literally removed the body of the Ragdoll, add a squiggly face or whatever on those hair and stuff. Like, it doesn't look anything like the original. It just doesn't. It looks half-assed, and they just did that out of pure laziness. I actually have the reactions of Jeremy right there to show, like, which is the better logo. Would you prefer the nice-looking one right there that shows after the end of Teletubbies, or do you want bargain brand IHOP Ragdoll right there? Because you know the IHOP is smiling now. And remember Nick Jr. do you remember when Nick Jr. actually looked cool? Notice how they actually had the Nick and Jr. together. And and let's see, what does the modern Nick Jr. look like? I don't have the image to show, but I think you see where I'm going for. I don't have to say anything about Kids WB, which is now the CW. Because Kids WB used to be on the channel, the WB, until they changed it to the CW and then had all that stuff.
Vinci,
What is it, Mom?
you have an appointment and you need to get ready.
I know that!
Dad told you he was leaving you needed to leave by 12:15 and be there by 12:30.
Mom, I'm live streaming! Don't ruin this!
You knew already.
I know, but I finally found something that works!
Okay, but you have to get ready for that appointment.
I know, it's 1 o'clock, it's 12 right now!
Vinci, it's 12:19. You have to be there by 12:30 to fill out paperwork.
We'll be there! God, you embarrassed me! I should have stopped when I was talking about the dog.
Don't talk back to me.
I'm not talking back to you! You just basically ruined my live stream. It was going just fine, and then you ruin it. Kids WB turned into the CW? Yes, it did. Rebranded itself. Okay, what were you saying? Sesame Street is the only real-life kid show that won't be creepy. That's true. Anything for Barney, the Teletubbies needs to go. Yeah, certain people don't really like that stuff. Like, remember when I said I needed to, keep it short, and now I'm actually going more into detail with my childhood? I did say this as oh yeah, I also drew James of Peyton. Remember Peyton, the scrap character that was going to be in Close-Up but isn't? Yeah, I did that during my free time. Look, this is why I said I need to go, guys, because after I was done drawing the dog, I should have stopped. But the other streaming apps were becoming problems. This technically does count as one of the better streams, which makes me need to end this right now. So, and the CW is so, yeah, that's true. Okay, guys, I really need to go now because, like I said, I have an appointment I need to go to. It's to get eyeglasses. So I don't know if I'm going to come back later, but if I do, yes, I remember. WB sold the Kids WB block to 4 kids. What? Okay, I'm going to rant about that later. I'll just end on this. I'll talk to you guys later.